too. How are you doing? Thanks for hanging out with me yesterday on my little pretty girl witchy walk. That was a lot of fun. I had a great time just unloading all of my trauma on you. Hopefully that felt at least a little bit encouraging. Or something. I don't know. I don't know what it does for people to hear these things, but so I just hope everyone got something out of that they needed to. I'm gonna use Spheres of Heaven Tarot again, and probably African Goddess Rising as well. Yeah, if you see me like jiggling around in my teeth, mind your business. Okay. I'm kidding. Let's see here. We have a couple of wands. What is this? Okay, this is the second time I've pulled for you from this deck, and this is also the second time where I've had two major arcana cards followed by like 4 or like just separate minor that are clearly supposed to be in one direction and another. I don't know how else to make sense of that, but on one side you have the world, which, like, look at ya. Look at that. Goodness. Can't get enough of this artwork. I really can't. And then you have 5 of Pentacles, and then the Queen of Pentacles for the World card. For the second side, you have the Gate. As your major arcana. And with that one you have the 6 of Wands and the Page of Wands. So, as you know, we read from the manual. I'm going to take a quick juicy break. I do actually, in the background of almost every video I have like 18 different emotional support waters, or like random bottles of gummy supplements. I don't know who needs to hear this, but maybe you should take your vitamins. Anyways, let's go with the world first. We're gonna go with this one, the world, and the pentacles. The world with the pentacles. The world and the pentacles, the gate and the wands. So interesting. Let's see. One of these days, I will flip faster. I'll save that. Ha, there we go. Okay, so the world card. Total realization, it says. At the edge of the heavenly gate, a once foolish figure re-enters paradise. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do this the opposite way. For some reason, I feel like I needed to do this the opposite way. Okay, scratch that. I'm gonna put you here, but we're actually gonna talk about the gate first, because the gate actually comes before the world card, and I feel like we're going somewhere. I think this is a journey. Okay, whatever. So let's do the gate. We're gonna go to the gate. Just you. Thank you for your patience. A passage of transformation. This card is often rendered as judgment, but this is a Christian distortion. The sages of Dioscoria know better. It is a card of the far future, looking back at the eons that have gone before. For Christian tarot practitioners, this was understood as the Day of Judgment, the day when the works of the past and the present are fully understood in their ultimate context. For the Dioscorians or Dioscorian seeker, the journey is both more personal and infinitely wider ranging. Our mortal bodies have carried us across the earth. We have overcome trials of loss and darkness, and we are now almost at the end of the journey. With one more step, we might see the world again with new eyes, without the clouds of preconceptions, and may even regain the innocence and wonder of our childhood. Now is the time to unite our individual selves with the universe, to overcome duality, and to acknowledge that all is one. It is up to us to take this last step, to give all up and gain everything, to finally step through the gate. Okay. And then I'm going to just go ahead and read the world card now. We meet again. At the edge of the heavenly gate, a once foolish figure re-enters paradise, dancing. Their journey began with nothing. The value of the fool is 0, and now has come full circle at the 21st card. This, in Kabbalistic tradition, is the transition from Malkuth to Yesod, which translates as foundation to kingdom, a passage from the physical to the astral planes. In this moment, everything is illuminated, and the letter Tav, yes, Tav is right there at the top, right there, that's the letter. Oh no. Falling cards. Okay, sorry. And the letter Tav, signifying salvation, blazes in the sky. The gravitas of the hermit and the emperor, or the stern gaze of the high priestess, are nothing but memories now. All that remains is a state of irrepressible energy and motion, hurtling forward with its own momentum. The dancer takes their final step, watched over by 4 angelic guardians, guides who open the doors of heaven for this final momentous transformation. The dancer does not move to the left or right. Rather, they are stepping out of the card itself, through the seal of infinite potential. Damn. My goodness. Look at ya. Look at ya. Wow. Goodness. Like, wow. We read, but have you guys seen Dragon Prince, by the way? The show went from like, oh, what a cute, like, friendly kid adventure to like traumatizing. But you should watch it, it's good. On Netflix. Anyways, so, like I said, the gate are the 2 wand cards that you have, and the world are the 2 pentacle cards that you have. So, without further ado, let's go over to the wands. The first wand you have is a 6 of wands. And I will show you that again. Okay. 6 of wands, accomplishment. After the struggles of conflicting creative energies and combative passions, the 6 of wands is a moment of triumph. The tangle of creative stems has been ordered, and an illuminated blossom standing for a work of passion is now cradled near the bottom of the card. Yeah, it's down there. You see that? The bottom? Down right there. Out of all this struggle, something has been created and stands proud. Nonetheless, this brings its own risks. That we might rest on our laurels, preferring to dwell on this accomplishment, rather than pursuing further creative paths. Okay, and then the Page of Wands is the next wand card. Look how cute. Look at that cute ass face. Cute. Dang. Let's see. Passion of curiosity. This young page holds a wand larger than themselves. Yeah, look at that. That's true. That's more like a staff than anything. You see that? Look at that. That staff. A shepherd by trade, they cannot help looking to the horizon and dreaming of distant lands. Their heart is led by the nascent rays of their curious passion, symbolized by the blossom above them. Yes, it's on the top of the staff. They are ready for action, full of eagerness, plans, desires, all bound up in them, and ready to explode. They may not be prepared for what is to come, but they do not care. Don't think about it. Do it. Oh. Oh. What did the 6 say? Accomplishments. Nonetheless, this brings its own risks that we might rest on our laurels, preferring to dwell on this accomplishment rather than pursuing further creative paths. And then right after that, the universe was like, but not them. Not your collective. Your collective don't give a fuck. We about to ride up on this bitch. We ride at dawn. 11:11 as I say that too. I love you so much, actually. You are the most beautiful thing. Okay, so now we're going into the pentacle cards, which were a part of the world energy. And then we'll do a recap. The first pentacle is the 5 of Pentacles. And that one says aspirations that break stagnation. While the pillar has fallen, a new form has emerged. Whether from, is this 5? Yeah. Whether from sheer luck or our own designs, perhaps a shelter or a sunrise. No matter what toppled our stability, a new day has dawned, both spiritually and in material world, beckoning us to seize our chance. The 5 of Pentacles readies us for self-knowledge and brilliant applied ideas. In all, this is a tempting moment to push forward and get something done, but it can also be the wrong kind of temptation, leading us down blind alleys. Okay? And then the last card of this pool is the Queen of Pentacles. Queen, can you see this? Why, there you are, cute ass. Okay. Queen, content with wealth. This queen takes care of business. When it comes to managing anything on the material plane, she is at the top of her game. Okay. Hard work has made her skillful, and wide experience has taught her a breadth of knowledge, and to be content with her accomplishments. Her carefully gathered resources, the hanging stars above her, are arrayed within easy reach, ready to be used as necessary. Others might become restless and reach beyond their capabilities, but the Queen of Pentacles is happy with what she has, what she can do, and what she has achieved. The ram whose chin she cradles stands for her passionate, entrepreneurial spirit, but it is a calm rather than reckless energy. The Queen possesses these energies, but keeps them in check to serve her. She is generous with both her skills and her possessions. What the world gave to her, she is happy to share with those she takes care of. Food break. Shitty break. I don't want to hear y'all talking shit about my bland looking rice, okay? Because I just came back from urgent care and I was told to go on a brat diet. Because I got tummy stuff. So don't talk shit about my bland rice. There's a little bit of salt in here and a little bit of bouillon. It's not bland. It just looks like it. Anyways. And there's corn in there too. Anyways, the gate. So the gate is talking about a passage of transformation. This is talking about overcoming trials, stepping through to the other side. It's not judgment. This is ascension, almost. But in the way that an ascension doesn't put you above anyone, it just opens one of the biggest doors in the universe, which is the door separating you from the divine. and you walk through that gate into this world card, which, like, I think the interesting thing about the world card that I've always found interesting is that it talks about the material, but it also talks about the spiritual. Because the gate is a heavenly gate. And this person has danced their way through it, out of that path, you know? Like, when you transcend, when you exit, like this, then, like, we're not having the kind of conversation about a journey that you need advice for so much. I think that this is more of like a check-in of encouragement. I think that you know damn well that you've done the fucking work. You fought hard to get here. And you have every right and reason to be incredibly proud of yourself for that. I think what's happening now is a few things. You know, in the Six of Wands, like, you did have some struggles, but these struggles, that's what it is. So the Six of Wands, I think that's what is happening. Your Six of Wands energy is talking about this, like, untangling of bullshit. And you have something, like a tool to use, that is part of you. I'm gathering that this is about what you do in the world now that you are about to step back into it, which, like, same bro, except I have no idea what I'm about to do, like, so maybe you don't know either, but you have an idea, like, you've been given all of the things, like, all of the access to your true self, and now the universe is saying, use it. Use it. And now it's telling you to use it, and be fucking curious about it. Don't be afraid, don't think, just do. Yeah, you did it, so just do it. You did the hardest part. You know, interestingly, the gate, I hate that I don't have my laptop with me, or I would show you this, but what they don't talk about, they talked about this Hebrew letter here, but they didn't talk about this one, and I believe that this one, if my memory serves me right, because I was, like, Messianic Jewish for, like, 2 years, this one, I believe, is the 21st letter of the alphabet, and it is Shin, which means tooth or fire. It's usually the symbol that is used to symbolize the latter rain in the Bible or something like that. Like, that was the flame that was over everyone in the upper room when they all got, it wasn't the latter rain, it was in the upper room, and that was when everyone was, like, all of the people after Christ, all of his, you know, following after that whole thing with him dying and shit, all of those guys were in this upper room, and they called upon the Holy Spirit to guide them and to watch over them, and that this symbol is said to be what was seen, flames above their head, and this is what they use. And so it's a sense of enlightenment. It is this idea that you have stepped through, you've done everything that you can, and you're stepping through this gate enlightened. And it sounds to me like you're being told to step in. The tools are creativity and curiosity. That's what I'm gathering here. And then after that, you're being told, you know, with the Five of Pentacles, like, don't get stagnant just because you overcame, right? I think that you see your struggles and you're like, I'm not there anymore, so, like, I wash my hands of this. No. Take breaks, rest, but don't sit there. You got shit to do, bro. And to be honest with you, I'm not really concerned about you being stagnant, because right after that we have the Queen of Pentacles here, and she's straight up a boss. Like, I think that the guidance here that I am gathering is to be a lot more curious about your mission for the world. And it sounds like you've got your home life sorted. This Queen of Pentacles kind of gives me the idea that, like, you have your house in order and your home is secure and you've got that figured out, and now it's time to step out into the human world and be the page of wands while you're the queen at home. Something about that. That's what it feels like. That makes sense. That makes total sense. You are a contented person too. So, anyways, I have this out here, but like I said, Afternoon Goddess Rising. We're in, oof. Okay, I know. And then we're going to pull from there and then see what goddesses have in store for us. I'm gonna flip this, okay. Just feels so okay, yeah, this is a 6-card pull, similarly to what we just did. So, let's see here. The first card that came out is Goddess Oya of Storms. So we read. Wielding her powerful sword of truth, Oya is the Yoruba goddess of storms, wind, and lightning. Storms bring shift, rapid and uncontrollable change, and at times, chaos. Guidance, the winds of change are in motion. Into every life, a little rain must fall. Personal storms clear away the old. Sometimes change moves slowly, at other times, change is swift. Embodiment, what would you like to change? If you are not actively changing it, you are choosing it. To make shift happen, focus on what you want. Stop giving energy to what is not working. The biggest thing holding you back is you. If you want people in your life to treat you better, you go first. If you attract betrayals, stress, and strife, the common denominator is you. Beating yourself up is self-harm. Feel your feelings. Honor your journey. Tell yourself the truth and practice self-compassion. Goddess declaration, I make shift happen. Okay? And the second card, Ngame, Goddess of Desires. Ngame is the triple moon goddess of the Ashanti. Every new day, this mother goddess rebirths the sun, shooting life into us with her moon bow. Her lunar rays illuminate souls. Guidance, dream bigger. Puny desires constrict you. Your desires create your life, so allow them to flow boldly. Embodiment, what do you really desire? Get specific, see it, smell it, feel it, call it out, or call it in now. What you desire desires you. Does your desire flow from love or fear? Manifestations that come from fear-based desires keep you safe and small. Desires that come from your soul expand your world. Declaration, what I desire desires me. Okay? The next one, Noonday, Goddess of Truth. I think I know what's going on here, but Noonday, the bold, outspoken wife of Benin Iwa Legba, was feeling neglected by her husband. Even with several wives, his head easily turned, so Noonday lived her truth, took her own lover, and became her own best friend. Guidance, get real, what is your truth? Truth-telling matters. Being able to hear the truth matters just as much. Embodiment, tell the truth. Each person has their own version. Speak yours. Words have impact. Remember that we all have triggers. Think before you speak and listen with compassion. Be gentle and stay calm in truth-telling conversations. Declaration, my truth is my friend. Okay. Third card, Sukwayant of scarcity. Okay. Beauty by day and hag by night, the Soyukant is an energy vampire, also known throughout the diaspora as Ol Higyu or Buhag. Whether energy or blood, for vampires there is never enough to go around. Shadow guidance, you have so much more than you realize. You have access to unlimited joy, love, good times, pleasure, and prosperity. Be grateful for your riches. Embodiment, stop going to the ocean and asking for a thimble full of water. It doesn't feel like it when you're desperate, but scarcity and lack are an illusion. Prosperity is believing that there is an overflow, more than enough love, happiness, well-being, and money to go around. Vampires take from others because they don't have enough life force for themselves. This is scarcity consciousness. When you embody lack, you are always hungry, tired, and jealous. Make a gratitude list. What are you grateful for right now? Declaration, my blessings always overflow. Number 4, Ketesh of sacred lust. And that is Ketesh, the mistress of the gods, is the Egyptian goddess of sacred sexuality, ecstasy, and fertility. Her 2 men, yes, are the fertility god Min and Montu, the god of war. Guidance, you are an erotic creature. You have a divine right to experience sensual ecstasy. It is sacred to give and receive pleasure. You deserve to feel good. It feels good to feel good, so allow yourself to feel good. Lean into your sacred lust. Turn up your own fire and quench your thirst. Dance with pleasure. I knew it. You daring to embrace your sensuality will set the world on fire. Goddess declaration, it feels good to feel good. Okay, you know what? I think I know what I'm doing here. Here we go. Because I actually was going to bookmark these, but I have a feeling that these are doing the thing I thought they were doing. So I'm going to do this then. I'm going to do this. Okay, so the last one. Saralakali, divine lineage. Great ancestress Saralakali, meaning Sarah the Black, was an Egyptian prophetess and the patron saint of the Romani people. Oral history says that Santa Sara had the highest divine lineage. Guidance, your ancestors protect the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is you. Divine ones walk beside and within you. Trust. Embodiment, your ancestors want to remind you that you are not alone. They are rooting for you. They ask you to honor your spirit guides and call upon the power of the divine. Create or nourish your ancestral altar or shrine. Unbury your ancestors. Speak their names. Your divine lineage ancestors may be blood-related or culturally or spiritually connected. Declaration, I am my sister, and my sister is me. Yeah, okay. Yes, this is why this usually gives me the clarity of the tarot for some reason, so that's why I like to do them together. I usually like to do tarot and African Goddess Rising because they just kind of like make sense together. 2929. I don't know if that means anything to somebody, but that. So, you're at the gate. You have created something beautiful and you are about to set out on a journey in the world. And with that comes the storms. And you've dealt with those storms within. You're probably prepping to deal with some storms without, or from out there. And you're probably going to come up against a lot of people's bullshit-ass scarcity. I think these cards aren't even talking to you, they're talking to you preemptively, like, before you step out there, don't forget, you are not in a scarcity headspace. This isn't you. Get rid of that. The storms are gonna come. That happens. You are a chaos god. You make shift happen, not the other way around. And you come from a divine lineage. You come from incredibly powerful entities. You are a divine being. So own that when you step out here up in this bitch. The other section of this was in your home life, because this is for the outside. These are for your home, which are different. You have exited the matrix. You are of Zion now. And your desires matter there. Your truth matters there. And you getting dicked down, I guess. I'm sorry, that was crass. But like, it seems to me that there are two different versions of you that you have to remember at all times are still you. It's not duality necessarily. I am a two-spirit person, so like there's a level of variety within that. And so the dualism, you know, the outside and the inside, right? Your inside voices and then your outside voices are kind of what I'm sensing. Like you have an indoor and an outdoor voice and energy that you're prepping for. All the work you've already done, now you gotta put it to task. You have to be you now. Oh, now it's time to be you, out in public, out here in the streets, in the real world. That's you. Okay. Oh, you have to be you now. Like you now. That's fun. Yeah, because this is already you. We've already talked. These cards keep coming up in readings. You acting like I have not sent, like, these exact cards keep coming up in our readings. But this time around, this is all shadow work you've already done. And so, I don't know. I say I don't know. I kind of know. I was having a mild existential crisis last week because I had like a conversation with a stranger that was just super unsettling. But not in a bad way. I'll explain. I'm out and about and I was asked a pretty intense question by a stranger. And I answered it as honestly as I could, and I remembered I got in the car and I just remembered thinking to myself, I think I was tested. You know, this question that was asked of me, I didn't really know how to answer it except as authentically as I knew. Like, I just had to be totally honest about how I felt about this question, like what came to mind and everything. Bleh. And I remember just spending several days after that just stewing on it, like, oh my god, like, was I being tested? Did I pass the test? What's going on? And when I finally took a step back out of my anxiety, because I have like major anxiety, right? I'm on meds for this shit, it's bad. I was like, or something else occurred, and my spiritual team kind of was like, who was the one being tested? The one asking the question or the one answering the question? And at first I'm like, yeah, I mean, if you ask the question, that's the test, right? But I think that oftentimes what we forget is that just as much as we are stepping into another person's presence, others are stepping into ours. We are an experience. we are a presence to be perceived, how do we want to be in our own space? And sometimes that question leads to the deep sinkhole called, how do I set boundaries for the different kinds of relationships that have formed and will form in my life? Sometimes this person that you are has to have a certain set of boundaries interpersonally that they do or do not have with another situation interpersonally. Does that make sense? It's a complicated way of saying you are who you are with your family and you are who you are with strangers. This isn't to say that you have to pick two different people. I think that that's actually probably not the best thing. I think that what you're being asked of by the universe is to be as consistent as you have been this entire time. We have been here doing this for 3 months, and I have watched us stumble, and I have watched us triumph, and everything in between. And what the universe needs you to know is that you are being put in the situations that you already did the work. This isn't a test anymore. You're not being tested. You are being liberated because you are you. There's no more testing to be done. You've already done the test. You've got it. To be honest with you, it feels like you got the degree or the certification or whatever the fuck it was you were trying to do this whole time, and now you have to use it. Okay, you finished school. Good for you. Now you gotta go get a job. But this time, this is like a passion project. What is your passion project? What is your passion project? And here's the thing. When you step into your passion, when you step into your desires, when you step into your truth, when you remove scarcity consciousness from your life, when you embrace your divine lineage, when you acknowledge the storms and know that you are one with them because you make shift happen, then you realize, oh, you're calling your power back. Yeah. Sometimes you have to do that in real time. And sometimes the right answer is oftentimes the stagnant answer. What people are looking for and what you provide for the world can be different. So, if you can walk away from this space with anything at all, I would want you to walk away with the encouragement to know that you are not alone, as usual. But also, you're embarking on the part of your journey where now you have to apply all of your skills. And let me tell you something. Field work is no joke. They're going to hit you with the same shit they did in the test, but in real time, with real people who really depend on these things. Maybe even slightly depend on you depending on what you're doing in this next phase, But you have your tools. You are the presence that they have to assimilate to, not the other way around. You are the society now with which people must have reverence for. Not a person stepping into a society that needs to be assimilated to. So, dance on, my love. Dance to the beat of your own drum. It seems to me like you're the inviting type. I would love to dance with you, and I think that whatever happens from here on out, wherever this takes you, I want you to know that you are so on the right path. And you are so deeply loved and cherished by the divine for being so willing to trust that process. I don't really have a movie or a song for you right now. But, yeah. So let's just listen to some really nice healing sound bowls for a little bit. I didn't light any incense. I'm actually actually feeling pretty nauseous because of my stomach issues. So I'm just kind of keeping it light in here. I feel really excited for you sometimes. Like, you'd be coming up and I get these channelings and I realize, oh my gosh, like, my babies are growing up. They're being all like queenly and adventurous. And I just feel a sense of gratitude because I don't know you, but I'm incredibly proud of you every single time I step onto these videos and do them. Incredibly proud. Oh, you have no idea how fucking proud of you I am. And, really, really, really proud of you. Time to get to work. Actually, I think you might need to take a beat. You just did the thing. I'm joking, like, you have to prep for the work, but take what you need, but not more than that, because you have work to do. I think that's what I'm supposed to say. I'm all for just taking as much time as you need, because I like to nap all the time as much as I can, but take the time that you need, and then let's go to work. Alright, I love you. Again, no song, no movie. I've been trying to think of one, but sometimes I don't get one. And lately I haven't. Usually I like to be inspired by movies to send you, or songs or something, but sometimes it's really okay to just sit in the peace and the quiet of fulfillment. That was 42 minutes on the dot when I said that, so it is okay to sit with fulfillment. It is okay to sit with your accomplishments, because you did do the damn thing. And yeah, heads up, of course, just keep your wits about you. You know what to do. Remember your training. I love you. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye.